everybody. Welcome to my living room. Baby's having a nap so we can have a chat about beauty books. I love books. You can see one of my bookshelves behind me, but there are many more around the house. And I have acquired a few beauty books. I've decluttered some. I'm constantly like refreshing my book stash. But these are the beauty books that have been through all my book declutters, and they're ones that I would never get rid of and I just absolutely adore. So I wanted to share them with you today. One of my all-time favorites. Now this I used to check out from the library all the time until I found it at Half Price Books. Actually, all of these I got at Half Price Books. And it's Babushkas Beauty Secrets, Old World Tips for a Glamorous New You. And by Raisa and Susan Campos. These are all recipes. There's some kind of beauty philosophies, beauty tips. There's nothing too weird in here. She uses vodka a lot, which I don't go in for that. But there's some really basic ingredients. A lot of them are food. This is just a really, really fun book. I learned a lot from it. And if you ever run across it, pick it up. It's a lot of fun. The next one, and those of you who know me well will not be surprised by this one, The Beauty Brains. It is actually, the author is Sarah Bellum, or the editor. This is copyrighted for 2008, so it's 10 years old by now. So some of the information may be outdated, but for the most part, it's really good. There's some really basic questions, like on the front you can see, is mineral oil bad for my skin? Why does shampoo stop working? Do cosmetics really cause cancer? And this is just really science-based. This is a real no-nonsense book. So, enjoyed it. I was, amongst all the beauty books, it was so unique. And it wasn't someone just with a lot of years of experience, but someone that actually knows like the chemistry of these different ingredients. Like I said, it's 10 years old, so there's probably some new information on certain topics, but for the most part, some of the basics are in here. If you like no nonsense, there you go. This is a really fun book, The Bust DIY Guide to Life. There is a beauty section in here. I actually bought this when I was really into sewing. I thought this page was a lot of fun. I love Twiggy's makeup. I just love it. I'm obsessed. So I thought this was a lot of fun. That's one page I bookmarked. Then the other one is my other favorite, DIY Beauty. But there's a ton of stuff. There's stuff for hair in here, other makeup looks, things. Next book is from Jemma Kidd, Makeup Secrets. This one I preferred over the other one she had. I also have Bobbi Brown's book somewhere in the basement, and I really like that. But this one I absolutely love, and the reason I like this one so much is because every section has just some really basic tips. Oops, that's from Innovata class. It just like top tips for youthful skin. It has really detailed looks in here. I mean, there's so much information in this book. I know that everyone loves that Making Faces book that Kevin Kwan put out years and years ago. And I remember when it was released, and my sister had it, and I looked through that book quite a bit, and I wasn't impressed. This book is so much more detailed on the makeup looks. For his, I'm like, it's pretty much everything's the same except for, you know, The eyeliner's a little different. I mean, it was so repetitive, so painfully repetitive. This one is not. If you want to learn all the basics and some, get this book. I love this book. I would never get rid of it. Now, the last book is a little different. And I was so excited to get this for only $10 because it's a huge hardcover book. Facing Beauty by Aileen Ribeiro. Ribeiro? Probably not saying that right. This is a beautiful book. It's really an art book, but it's the history of how cosmetics are portrayed in art. Yes. If you are into makeup history, you have to find this book. I haven't gotten very deep into it, but I think it's something that is overlooked. You know, I mean, just this picture, this is a wonderful picture. And you can see how her makeup is in this picture. You don't always see that. I think when we see a photograph, we notice the makeup more, but the artist had to choose how, oops, that's where I left off. And it shows women having their makeup applied in this book. Just everything to do with cosmetics and in art. Just kind of a little bit of a sampling of some of, I mean, beautiful quality prints in here. Just absolutely wonderful. So much information. If, like I said, if you are into makeup history, if you're into art history, you need to get this book. And very inspiring, I found when I did get to sit down and have a read through. So those are my fave beauty books that have survived all my book refresh, because when you move, you can't take them all with you. If you have any beauty books, I would love to see other people's opinions on their go-tos, if people are even into beauty books anymore, makeup books. Thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.